Okay. I hope you get a little bit in trouble land on this one. No, yeah.
I do think that every teacher should approach every student with like the assumption that they want to learn and are a good human because they're a kid and they
Yep.
do and they
Yep.
are.
And they do.
We are a team, and if we don't know each other's strengths and weaknesses, like how are we supposed to work
Yep.
together?
Yep.
So like I would often, once it became safe enough to do so, be like, John, this is the behavior that we're working on. Like
Yeah.
you're not engaged in class right now. You're
Calling
going
it.
out, you're disruptive in front of everyone, in front of the whole class.
Yep.
Like, and it was not a moment of shame, and it was not a moment of like, how dare you still do this thing bad? Everyone tell John he sucks at what he's
Mhm.
doing. It was more of like, oh, pause, notice your behavior in the moment, in real time, fix it right now.
Yep.
You don't know how to fix it? Hey, Jack, can you give John a tip on how he can fix this?
Yes.
Jack's really good at this, guys. He knows like, and building that like idea of we all have strengths and weaknesses. We all have things we're really good at naturally and that we're really not good at naturally.
Yep.
And we all want to improve on
Leverage
things.
leverage the teammate
Yeah.
on the
And in
field
order to do
who is
that,
really good at that.
I'm one of the teammates. Like I'm the
Yeah.
coach, but
Yeah.
I'm on the team. So when I mess up as the coach, when I put kids in the wrong places, when I don't modify their work enough, when I call home and I don't give them a heads up that I'm telling their parent they had a bad day, I have to own that as part of the team and rebuild that and come back together.
Yeah.
What doesn't work for me is, John, can we please step outside and have a private conversation, the two of us in the hallway about something? Everyone hears that. Looks, we go outside. John, I really don't like the way that you're disrupting the class right now. I need you to pull it together and come back inside. When we go back inside, John's mad at me. I feel awkward about what just happened.
Yep.
All the kids are making assumptions now about what was and was not said.
Yep.
I'd rather do that openly.
Yeah.
But you need to build the space to do that first.
Yep.
You can't just call, and not every kid is going to be the John that I call out. Like
Yep.
some kids are gonna, I'm gonna come over quietly and I'm gonna like duck down and be like, Jay, we talked about this yesterday, you know, like,
I
and then
think
I'm
it's
gonna
really
go back.
powerful for you to
But
like. That's why restorative practice, community circles, things like
Yeah.
that really matter. Like coming together and talking openly. What are we each working on?
Yeah.
And having each other, because if we all know what each of us are working on, then we can support each other as like, you know, your buddy, you're a mess over there, and like, how can I help you with that?
Shame away from having things to work on.
Yeah.
You know, like that is not
There's no rival.
Any student. That is a human experience.
Yep.
You don't have things to work on, then you're lying to yourself.
Well, don't you think, I mean,
So-
going to teachers, like going to teachers with teachers, we spend too little time talking about like what fucking thing is driving you crazy in your classroom, and not in a let's vent for hours about it, but let's bring it to the table and let's
Solve
get
it.
around and let's like disrupt and play and like figure out like the solution.
In my world of specialized programs of kids with like severe emotional disturbances and behavioral challenges, like they are some of the most resilient and like persevering and strongest kids I've ever met.
Yeah.
To have a emotional crisis or a physical altercation in the middle of a school building as a kid with multiple adults surrounding you, removing you from locations, secluding you into isolated rooms, calling potentially police, putting lockdowns on an entire building because you've eloped into the hallway, and then to come back to school the next fucking day and show up and try again.
That's great.
Where do you, what is that? What else would that be?
Yeah.
You know, it's just not academics.